2.25. It can't just be one corner that was an issue, but maybe.
Maybe he fixed it. Because he did say he made a temporary fix to a hitbox.
Do you know Caesar
So
Kroos?
I have no
Oh,
idea who that is.
he's on call, so I'm gonna kick him.
I see, I'm not going to bed. I just got home from work.
This one's 4.30 miles.
Alright, which one is this?
It should
Given
be in.
supply. Didn't we do this already? Or
I think
yeah,
so, but
yeah,
did
we did.
we did shit. In the sign of things to come, you did that one already too.
Mm.
Well, anyways.
Well, I know the creator asked for feedback on this track, so I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing to go over it.
I'm
And
just gonna.
before I get toxic, ideally, and try and give some pointers.
Where is it at?
This track is one of the first submissions that's on row 8.
Why do I have that on here?
I don't know.
Oof, you give it a 1.
Yeah, because my comment was basically Rotten Raceway but worse.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, it was that track. Which, to be fair, it
was
try to mimic Ron Raceway, which is already a pretty shit track, and most people who aren't really like. Alright, so if I'm just gonna point stuff out, these malls here, this one and the one adjacent, serve zero purpose whatsoever. Let's see. Like, why is this a double
See,
apex?
like, yeah, that's scary when you come around that corner.
Because people are gonna assume,
Yeah, and
okay,
they're
this
just
one's the
gonna
apex
go.
prop, and then they're gonna cut in, and they're gonna hit this, or they're
Yep.
gonna hit the other apex prop. You only want one apex prop, and you never want to do it like this, because
Yeah, the
it's
second
just
one
bad to prop it
should
that
be
way.
out further. I mean, if you're gonna have a double one, you can put the first one in more, so at least you can see the second one. You know what I mean?
Well, what I would do is delete this building block, this gas tank, and the building block attached to it. So that way, you only have the gas tank and this prop there.
Can't cut the
Because
corner.
these other ones just don't serve any other purpose but to be an annoyance and to crash into. Like this serves absolutely zero purpose because A, you can get knocked off of it, and you can't get back on without going like this. Right onto the racing line, like that. So just get rid of it. It serves absolutely no purpose being there at all, in the slightest. Just get rid of it. This, again, it doesn't serve a purpose when you place it this way. It's just there for being there.
It's just
when you
too
place
tall
it that
and
tall.
it's huge.
Yeah. And same thing here, like, it doesn't serve a purpose when it's that tall. It's just there. For the pure sake of being there, and it's not good when you're just placing props for no reason. Like this one I can see the purpose of, to divide the track, because there's a hairpin there, like there's one here. But you only need one prop, you don't need two. Because then you're just going to create sort of a wall ride. Now in this case it wouldn't be a wall ride, just because of the angle, but just on a general note. Here, part of the track goes there, so this is okay the way it is.
Here's another big block.
Yeah, again with the big raised stunt pieces, just like you can have props there to block off laneways, but not that tall, because they just don't serve any purpose. Same thing once again there. Yeah, that's okay. I would probably get rid. I'd probably get rid of the checkpoint right here, because then you're coming up and you see this checkpoint right here, and you're not coming into this at say 115 miles an hour, and you know you're going pretty fast, and then next thing you know you have a hairpin, which you think is just going to be, you know, sort of a slight left-hander. And that checkpoint in the middle there doesn't need to be there. Doesn't really serve a purpose. Right here, this can be cropped better if you want more guidance. Like, this is a little bit deceiving at first, and, you know, what I would do is look at airport tracks that use this kind of turn, or even like the other way, and see how they prop the outside, just so you have a reference of how it should be done, so you can sort of be guided through the corner, more than just being a little bit deceived there.
Like what he did on this one, right, that little turn that we just did is what he should have did on the first corner. Same with this one. Got one diesel tank and one block.
Yeah. This stunt target has no business being here. It just doesn't. It really does not have a single purpose being there other than
because it's not an apex, yeah. And people aren't going to drive through the grass to try to...
Yeah. I didn't test those hitboxes at all, but this prop here has a notoriously bad hitbox.
Oh yeah, that is bad. Like
yeah.
I can't even drive. I'm stuck on it.
Yeah.
Can't even see it.
As dirty is stuck on it.
Yep.
It's just bad. Never use this as an apex prop ever, 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 ever. And the same thing, you know, obviously right here, they're just terrible in every possible way. Same thing here. And the reason I gave this a 1 was because it basically is trying to be Ron Raceway 2.0, which is already a bad track on its own. And like a 4-mile airport track, they're just not fun.
No.
At all, in the slightest.
There's no flow to them, and it's just too long.
Yeah.
It's just way overly propped, in my opinion. Like.
Yeah.
And I think that goes back to Brophy telling people, block off everything.
Yeah. Like, never listen to Brophy's advice for creating a track. You know, because he's the guy who made Ron Raceway, basically. So his credibility has gone. It's just gone. He doesn't have any credibility. Like this corner sequence needs more guidance, because you come in thinking it's just a plain 90-degree left-hander, and next thing you know, there's a giant block right here. Now, for the guidance purposes, this one should be lowered a bit, sort of matching, you know, this prop here. But it doesn't need to be lowered to the point with like most other props that we were talking about earlier. But it still needs to be lowered quite a bit. Same thing for this one. Like, this one just doesn't serve a purpose. It's just there for the point of being there. And in a game like GTA, you have to know that the most valuable asset in creating tracks is knowing how to make them minimalistically, with the least amount of possible props. And another big fault of the track was the pit lane.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
because you can miss that checkpoint, and Molotovs need to be after the wrenches. And Molotovs don't even work on stunt roads or stunt blocks or stunt pieces. Anything like they don't work, and you can cut all the slowdown strips if you really wanted to and just surf this entire thing. And it might be faster to take the pit lane that way. And that took about 8 minutes.
It's a lot of good information.
Yep. Now I'm not going to change my score because it's too late at this point, but you know, there was a lot to change on this track, and even if you made it's not a very interesting layout. Like, the hardest place you can build a track is the airport, and that's a problem. Because you can build a track easily, but to make an actual good track that is interesting and fun, that's a huge challenge. And it's very difficult to do. Like, even I am struggling with it. Like, 90% of the creators cannot make a good airport track. Like, Flaming, his oval tracks, they're okay. I have one okay one. But, you know, other than the oval tracks, they all feel the same. And, you know, when it comes to the airport, you want something different. And the problem is, it's been 4 years and we don't even know how to make a good airport track. Well, I mean, We know what we like, but we don't know how to make it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Moving onwards.
Oh, you haven't did this one?
No, I haven't.
I would
because...
I would have put it on 2 laps. I thought we already did it.
You did it, I think, but I have not. Well, I played this before, but I haven't rated it. I think I did in the jazz playlist a couple weeks ago. Inside barriers, metal. Come on, Matex, you know better. Same thing here. You can crash dead onto that head-on collision. Tubes.
Yeah, this is quite an old track, isn't it? Is this an old track?
No, this is a modern remake of Cirrus's old track. Snaplines. Like, for something that wasn't made long ago, it should be better. Already.
That's what I recognize it from. It's Cirrus's route.
Yeah. Yeah, snaplines are everywhere.
Curb surfing galore, but...
Yeah. Like, I would have submitted a different track, Matex.
Yeah, I got a lot of good ones.
Like, for playlist purposes, sure, this is okay, but there are many design flaws on it. With all the metal barrier spam and snaplines. And, like, these props have hitboxes. And you should just know better than to use them attacks. You know, any creator that's been verified should know better than to use them. Especially in the way he's used them here. Like, it's okay, but I can't give it a 4 because of all the metal barriers alone. Like I'd say it's like a high 3, but not a 4. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because I know Sammy and Evil are probably gonna hand it a 5 anyways. So it'll balance out the overall average to like a high 3. Yes, Axel, you can. Because honestly, I don't even know if you can check chat replays on streams. Or can you? No, actually, I don't know. When it comes to YouTube, I'm not entirely sure.
What is it? The live chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it on the replays. You just gotta,
Yeah.
the person has to turn it on.
Okay. So this is the Voltic track. Doing the Voltic to get a fair read on it. 4.5 is the score currently.
I don't know if it's that good. I mean, is it designed just for the Voltic, the only thing it's good for?
That was the primary design for it, yeah, for the Voltic.
Because I've tried other cars and you cannot run over those little red barriers. It flips your car up in the air or it stops it dead, so... It sucks that that thing's in the middle of the road.
Yeah. One thing, Flaming, you need to do is block this off. At least so it's not like a head-on collision here, because then you can move them. Just like have a barrier that sort of guides you.
I wonder if you can...
So you can...
Pull your car up real quick. I don't know.
That made it worse.
Well, I was thinking like before an event or something, you might be able to
yeah.
blow them over, but...
If you had like a Duke of Death or something that has really good ramming capabilities, maybe. Okay, let's go. So I remember the light spam. I'm still amazed that these don't have hitbox.
Yeah, you can drive right over them.
Yeah. So the pit lane, I remember pretty fondly because Finn drove into it in Beeward on the first lap. Although...
Oh shit, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't like those red things.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the red things over the curbs. Although, this barrier is kind of blind at night.
So you can't drive over those barriers with most cars anymore.
Yeah. I personally think all these lights on the inside should go. That's just my opinion, though. The ones on the outside are fine, but when you have them on the inside of the corner, it feels a little awkward driving through them. You put this on one lap? Yeah.
Did I?
I think you did.
It should be 2.
I mean, it's okay. No, other than a couple small things. Oh no, why can't I see how many laps
I know, I can't either. It's very strange.
Yeah. Although
pit
one
lane
thing I'm
works.
gonna do quickly is I have to turn off my radar. Out. So that I can nerf myself a little bit. So I caught myself doing the radar thing. I was like, oh, I have to nerf myself a little bit here. To be fair, I already knew the layout, but for other tracks.
Yeah, we've done quite a few laps on this bad boy.
Yeah, because I was the cameraman in Formula E, and we did this in B-War. And there was also Flaming's Cheetah event on the GP
Cheetah,
version.
that's what we did, yep.
Yeah.
Those props don't matter anyways, they go back. You can't move them anyways.
Yeah. It's okay, I think, overall. There's no major design flaws. I quite like the layout personally, though. I know some people... Yeah, it's under themed axle for the purpose of the Voltic. It was submitted as his themed track for Formula E. But yeah, if it was like a normal playlist track, I would probably agree with you. Because just imagine racing like Feltzers or something on that. That'd be a bit too hectic. So back, oh yeah, this is the good thing that I just nerfed myself because now I can't see the layout. Because I know most people actually don't check the layout before races, which is weird. Because why would you not check the layout?
It's a rally track.
Ooh, rally. 55 seconds. You didn't limit it, so... The one thing I like when people don't limit it is that the Sterling GT is available. But then at the same time, you have to scroll through all 40 sports cars.
Yep.
If you want to race in like the Sultan or the Tropos. Like, I think I need to go back on my tracks because I don't think I've limited it at all. So right away, I see conflicting color schemes.
Oh, it's fucking bad. I'm just gonna let you know right now. Look, the color. He's got every color in here. I'm just letting you know that now.
Okay.
I raced it with X, and X liked all the different colors, and I was like, no, that's not good.
Oh. Oh, I don't like that bit at all. That is way too sketchy. And a jump right before a hairpin. There's a layout flaw. Hitbox prop on the left. There was a little grip piece on that bridge.
Now, I know people don't like it,
prop.
but I don't have a problem with the low grip stuff on rally tracks, because I think it kind of adds a new dimension to it, but it's just personal. Makes it slide a little bit more like a rally car, but...
I do not like the flow on that bit at all.
No, the whole flow on this track is just, it's rough.
But like the elevation, like that's just there's no flow up there at all. It
Nope.
just doesn't feel nice. Like the propping seems relatively okay throughout, but the layout is just utter wank.
It's very difficult to make a good track in this area. It's been done though, so it can be done. Just
The only person I've ever seen do it is Matex, and
yeah,
he's
he's
just a rally track freak.
and the hitbox cost him a win. See?
Yep. Ow, I just punched my mic and not. Oops. See what you made me do? I punched my mic. Um. I don't know. I just couldn't find any flow on that. And I don't think it had anything to do with the Sultan because it just didn't feel right.
Well, you have that big jump before the big corner, and then you have that other one with the big stunt target in the middle.
Like it was propped out. Yeah. Basically my point, Axel. Where it's just, it's okay, maybe. Like, if you have a bad layout, there is nothing you can do to save a track. God damn it, my text, why? Why can't I use the Sterling? Or the Fudo? That's a -10 for that alone. And same thing with the Comet Safari. Like, you have to allow people to use cars they want to use. You can't just limit. So this one's a bit tricky.
Yeah.
That two bad props on the apex there. Again with these unnecessary jumps, I
This
hate
one's
them.
bad. The second one's, to me, is it flips your car frontwards, and it just
Yeah, I don't
really
like the
ruins the
jumps at all.
flow.
Like, nothing triggers me more than unnecessary jumps, so circular checkpoint is the Joker lap. It does not have a good re-entry point at all, because I just skirted onto the racing line. Although, I don't know how to feel about that. I don't very much enjoy it. For the most part, it's well made. Although that jump is bad. It needs to go.
Yeah, that second jump to me is really bad. You took the Joker twice?
No, I took it once. How do I feel about that one?
See, to me, it's not terrible, but he's got a lot better ones than that.
Yeah. Why does all of JB's scores say lazy cunta?
I have no idea. Maybe the jumps there because of... Is there a train that runs through there? Possibly? Because
No,
there's a railroad track there.
Yeah, but the jump goes like, you wouldn't go over the train if it came. You would just hit the train dead on.
That's the only thing I can think of why it's so big.
Yeah. I mean, I get the jumps part are subjective, but they just scary in some stuff. Like, it's like that one beach track he has like 3 jumps on the straight. I was like, why? Like, if you want 1, okay, but why 3? Especially when they're within like 5 seconds of each other. All 3 within the same 5 seconds. It makes no sense. And yes, Bergs is back. Yes, Billy 2.0. What a summer that was. When he joined the B-War party. And went full on fanboy. What a time to be alive that was. That was like, what, 2 years ago now? And what do I want? I can't see the layout. Oh, Dukes. It's always a safe bet. So this one seems okay according to the scores.
Themed as old school.
Oh, so it's a land race?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If this is the track I think it is, it has like a hideous pit lane, which doesn't really matter since it's just an old school track, but...
I would use lamppost removal in that bit. Because those tubes have a slightly larger hitbox than the prop itself. So I would definitely remove some of them, especially when they're directly on the apex. Like that one can go easily.
Yeah, that would make that corner a lot nicer.
Yeah. Like even like that one can go. Like these ones, like it's very sketchy when every single lamppost is covered that way.
Well, he did take them out. Wow. He did remove them.
Like, you take out some, but you take out the ones that don't,
yeah,
that really can be there and not have much influence on crashes. And that's the problem with this track, is that you're choosing the wrong lampposts to remove. Like, this checkpoint needs to go. That serves no purpose, and it just makes this one more blind. Like, those checkpoints don't need to be there at all. These need to go. It's actually more sketchy with that prompt.
I don't know if you can get Yeah, the pit lane's really, really bad.
Um, yeah, like this bit is a bit sketchy like that.
Yeah, that lamppost could go, and then that barrier could go.
Yeah.
Make it really nice.
Like that, yeah, that one needs to go too, because I just got a skid boost there, and I went straight into the lamppost. Directly into its path, but if it wasn't there, I wouldn't have hit into clip the prop. Although, to be fair, that right there is just my shitty driving. But, yeah. Thing on this track is choosing the wrong... Yes, this is a land race.
Old school.
Yeah, but it has some of the lamppost removal, so clearly it's been updated recently. So there's really no excuse for choosing the wrong lampposts to delete. Because you have 25, and I don't think you even used half of that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it, I agree.
And I don't know why you wouldn't use them all. Especially when there are quite a lot you can remove that are directly on the racing line. And in key areas that have those little skid boosts, that's where you really want to remove them. Because then if someone gets that skid boost, guess what, they're not going to hit that lamppost. Why? Because it's not there.
This pit lane, pit lane though, it's so ridiculous.
Oh, that is...
I told you.
Just these props. Just delete them entirely. Get rid of them. I know what you're trying to do, try and make the pit lane slower, but it's just...
It's too tight.
So blind. It's too tight. It just doesn't work that way. Yeah, so basically that's it. Like, the pit lane I had on my first remake of Skyline Wood is kind of a good example. Where it, goes around the, what's it called? Area. The Legion Square thingy. Block. You know, and it's just a lot slower. And then, on the new version, it's relatively the same length, but the slowdowns help it be slower. But yeah. This is...
DCR or something?
This is, I see it. DCR rate focus. This is what? Panthers?
Yep.
Lol, Axel. I remember that event, although I don't remember the track. I remember when it through the hills and the city, but that's about it. And I remember I only won one race that entire championship. One. Just one race. And it was on my track. Although, to be fair, there were only 2 people in GT2. And I also wanted to finish because I wanted to hurry up and join the Roughies event. The Sports Classic Showdown, I believe. That was on PS4 right after. So this is Panther's new name, which is silently retarded. No
Driver.
offense. I hate it. All these name changes I hate.
That's ridiculous.
I'm sorry. You're making your names even more stupid than what they were before. Um... Okay, that was just... I don't even know what that was. That was just a type. Being a bitch. Fair. So far this one seems okay.
Yep.
There's no major design flaws. I've noticed a couple of small things.
Can't really see that checkpoint, but not a big deal, I guess.
Snap line there. It's just a few little small things, really. Yeah, I'll try corner cuts next lap, Axel. Oh, I know something that's kind of not good. This lamppost. I mean, you couldn't have placed the walls just a little bit more to the right. And that's just a little bit lazy.
That's nice
I
little
like how
section.
yeah. Yeah, I just noticed that I like that a little bit. That seems okay. That type probably wasn't the right choice, but yeah, it did look like the checkpoint was properly placed far enough, Axel. Oh, this one... Okay, yeah, you can't. Well, maybe you could. Yeah, you can cut that one, but you have to get it right. It's more of a hassle. Yeah, that's the one I pointed out last lap. Yeah, he used the lamppost remover.
Yeah,
On
definitely.
the right there, so you can see he did use it. Although I don't know if he has any more. I know these ones on this little bit are gone.
I don't know if
he
they're
has
really
any more,
needed though, because when you take that corner, you're not going to the right of the track, so the ones on the left may be okay to leave. I don't know.
No, on the left side you want them because that's where the racing line will be, but on the
No,
right
I'm talking
side.
about on the right side. That's our, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On the
Yeah,
right
you're right.
side,
And in
you
that
may not
case,
need them. I do like
yeah, on
this
the right side you
section.
won't need them. Yeah, it nicely leads into this chicane here.
Yep.
Yeah, seems okay. I'll give it a 4.
Yeah.
Elusive says left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Yeah, it's an okay track. Although, I'm not the biggest fan of it, just because generally tracks in that area don't very much intrigue me. Yeah, the start-finish location isn't ideal. I'm gonna get a drink quickly. So, this one I have surprisingly not played before.
I don't think I have either. Oh, there it is.
Yep. Although, I believe 200 landrace props do... Well, I just think 200 props in general are a cause of bad frames.
Looks like a nice
Or just...
Buccaneer track.
This is a landrace, I believe. Yeah. So this is supposed to have amazing flow.
Yeah, I read that. They did mention the props. The lamppost removal. But
Yeah,
he has
I
used
believe.
it. He has
Yeah, he
used it,
used
so.
them all to my knowledge. I feel like some of these props could have gone to better lamppost production in some areas.
Yeah, definitely. There's some very badly exposed lampposts on the exit
Yeah.
corners, especially. It is well made for being a land race, though. I mean, you got that shit pretty smooth.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
not
I
very
don't like
well
that.
indicated.
I don't like that corner. Oh yeah, same corner.
Because if you go too wide there, then that happens.
Which
You can
we're
fall
going
off.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that apex lamppost is just laying there waiting for somebody to smash into it.
It's a very unique layout, though, especially for a land race.
Yeah, I agree.
Although that pit lane does look very questionable.
I'm surprised nobody's remade this.
Well, we just made this recently.
Oh, he has? Thought it was
Yeah.
old.
No, this is new. I mean, it's innovative enough to give it a 4, but there are still some design flaws within it. If this would have been a stunt race, it would have been a 4.
Yeah,
But because it does use the older props exclusively, it does have that extra impressive level to it.
yeah, it's so smooth. It's remarkable how smooth he got some of the bridges and stuff.
Yeah.
Elevation changes. Some people can't even do that with stunt props.
Although this pit lane, like, do you hit it from this way or the other way? You can't really tell. The pit lane is very unclear.
Yeah, I don't know. You must do it from where you're at, right?
Yeah, it looks like you're supposed to take it from here, but it looks like you can do it the other way too. It's
There's
very deceiving.
no checkpoints over there. I don't know. It is nice in muscles. I don't know how it would be in other classes. Super seems like it'd be too fast for it.
I like how my themed track has 2 zeros. I just noticed.
I moved mine to 3.99.
I only submitted it for the meme. I don't really care if it's a 1. That's not Mike. Who be there? Is it Galaxy? He's up at this time usually.
Hey, okay.
I knew it! I was right. Not yet Galaxy. Although we might get to Rockford on this playlist.
Yeah, it's on here.
Because we are, yeah, we're gonna get to it eventually. We haven't played it yet though. I cannot see the map. Is this Cyclone track dirty?
No. Well,
No.
it may be. There's a lot of straights, but it's really a small track. I took the Infernus, so.
Alright, I'll go Vaca. Why is there a note on this track? Wait, what?
Oh, look at the Apex prop.
Apparently somebody fucked up naming their own track. Okay, Tube Apex. Just don't. Ever. Curb surfing.
Snap lines galore.
This is basically the equivalent. Oh, we've had some okay tracks. But this is basically Snap Prop GP. And for that, I just have to give it a 1. Just, like, if you submit a track like this to us and all you do is snap a bunch of props,
Ooh.
there were 4
No.
break boosts on that.
Yep. This is AOK's track. Aoki.
Yeah, if you submit us a snap prop GP, expect to get a 1. Because there's no creativity that goes into them
Oh,
whatsoever.
bunch of 2 Bayprex props. Oh, you can cut this? Oh, no.
But yeah, there's just no. Yeah, go ahead, Galaxy. I have surprisingly not been toxic tonight. But this just... These snap prop tracks never work.
Looks like a lazy track.
It is.
I mean, there's not a lot into it. It's just,
There's no creativity that goes into a track like this.
no, it's not even a good Rockstar created track. No, it may be fun in Pantos.
No.
Can you cut this? Oh, that didn't work out.
Nope.
I thought maybe you could cut it, but he blocked it. Good job.
Oh, there's the pit lane here.
That's what I was oh god. Yeah. Stunt! You want to give him your speech?
I mean, the pit lane's actually faster, I think.
Yeah, you want to give him your speech on the... Molotovs don't work on the stunt pieces.
That and...
So you'd have
slowdowns
to...
are so close apart that they really don't affect it, the second one.
No, and they don't even kill your engines, so they're probably the weak ones. So
Yeah.
really the only way you could use the Molotov is that one little tiny section where you come at the bottom of that brake boost hill. Because the rest of it's stunt.
Yeah, I give these snap prop GPs a 1. RB drifting. Part of me feels like we shouldn't verify him just because he's a fucking asshole. I don't know about you. But anything Rob does just infuriates me at this point. Yeah, but you know, when it comes to that group of people, I honestly have zero filter. I could not give a single shit if they hear what I have to say about them. I say on every single live stream how much I hate that group. Yes, Eskis, but you know what? I will not verify cash flow ever. Not even as a
Oh, I'm
thing
just
track.
talking the shit out to you and adding myself on mute. What are you taking?
Oh, I'll take the dubster, I'm thinking.
I have a Noah Dubsta, so I guess I will take trophy truck. No.
I know, Eskis.
I'll take the brawler. It's a transform race, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I was wondering
Fuck, I wish I
why
had known that.
it was standard or...
Okay.
Oh, you got a boost. I don't know if I'm gonna get it though. Yep. What the fuck? I guess you just drive into those things.
So, I mean, right now, it's just a long straight. Although, I know what this is turning into. And I know what this is when we get to the end. Because I've done this before.
I've never done it.
Well, at least a variant of this. But basically, the idea is that you get a ramp buggy one way, and you launch cars into space
gotcha.
when they turn around.
It's funny how my dead cars. Oh shit! You got to go all the way back to the beginning. Damn it.
Yep.
I wonder. You can't see how many laps on this one either. I wonder if that's broken. Oh, you're already done. Damn it, that sucks. Okay, are you coming back with the ramp buggy?
No, it's only with one lap. No. Well, blame Dirty, he's the host.
Well, I didn't know anything about it.
All
I heard was, let's not give him fucking verified because I hate him. So I'm like, oh, one lap. I guess it's a funny concept.
What did everyone else give him?
Fours? Well, Ops give him a 4.
One. Welcome back, Galaxy.
He said I'm rushing it.
You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do?
Give him a 3.99.
Just because, yeah. Fuck you, Rob. 3.99. Suck a dick. I am pulling an evil of putting a 0.99 at the end. Because he did that on my track. A 4.99.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, on IDS Amigo he put a 4.99 and said not smooth
There's
enough.
Rockford.
Like, if it's not smooth enough, don't give it a fucking 4.99. Give it like a 4.5 or a 4. Not basically 0.01 away from a 5.
Alright, Galaxy, what cars? Apparently there's a lot of walls in here. What class?
Sports Classics. I cannot see the map. So, I am going in as blind as a stream horror who would end up playing this track.
Looks kind of your bug standard track. Apparently there's a lot of walls in it.
Is this event track?
Yeah.
Alright, I will go... What's in the city other than the Sterling and Retinue?
I took the Casco. I have no idea.
I'll go Sterling. Play it on the safe side. So, one thing I just noticed immediately, on my right hand side, you put these props to cover the lampposts. These props have hitboxes on them. You can see right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Maybe just a stunt piece all the way down.
Yeah, just use one
Block
singular prop to block everything off with one prop.
Yep.
On that. Like same thing here, like when like this one doesn't even need to be here, to be honest. Like, same thing with this one. When they're off the racing line like that, they don't need to be there.
I do like those
Okay.
corner extensions. Typed.
So far, it seems relatively okay, though.
Yeah.
Although it is a very plain-looking track. Because, you know, white is the most plain color known to man. You know, what I like to do, if I'm going to make my main theme white, I use like the white and black or the white and gray props. Just so it's not,
It breaks it up a little
plain
bit.
looking.
And that's what I would do. He's got so many barriers that if it was black or purple, I think it'd be too much. I think this would be a really good Coops track.
But yeah, like, this prop here doesn't need to be here, honestly, I think. For the most part, I mean...
And like this one too, not really necessary.
At least that tall.
This one on the left.
Yeah, like that doesn't need to be there, because you won't even be turning in there.
I think it's too tight for anything really fast.
Yeah, it's a bit tight. I mean, you could probably open it up, I think. You can delete some lampposts. Because this really is a bit tight for an event track. Pit
Where's the
lane,
pit lane? There it is.
Punches. Molotovs are correct. Oh, he used them all. I'm just gonna do another lap without the checkpoints.
I think it'd be really good with Coops, to be honest.
Yeah, the colors need to be, it's just too plain. It bothers me. I don't know why. It's too plain when every single prop is,
And there's a
ice white.
terrible crossover section. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, when you have... But Eska's made a really good point, is that you don't want the apex props to be the same color as your outside props. So, say you want this to be white and gray, you can make these white and gray as well. It's weird how it works. But yeah, basically make these like gray or black or whatever or something. You know, you can have like the white and blue or white and gray, white and black props. And you don't have to replace everything. You can just change the colors of the props that are already placed, which is really nice. So that's the only big thing for me is the colors. Like right here, this doesn't need to be here, Galaxy, at all. Same thing here, like... But yeah, like, when you're covering lampposts, you don't need to cover literally every single lamppost in existence. You only have to cover the ones that are on the racing line or near it.
What a sweat. I like it though. I mean, it's got some good stuff to it.
I'll give it... what do I want to give it? It's okay enough to get a 4, I think, though. Yeah, Obstinate Elusive gave it a 4. But they did say it was basically wall GP. But yeah, there are some places where you can tone down the wall usage entirely. They make you more open in places.
It wouldn't feel as claustrophobic.
Yeah, dirt, my boy.
Is this a new route, or did he just fix it?
It's the same route, but he fixed it, based off of my suggestions that I helped him out with the track in the last couple months.
Yeah, it's you put some work and time into it, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Eska's is making some really great points. Also, Galaxy, so take those down as well. So, I do believe, at least from what I've seen, that this track should be a 4 now, after 3 times it being submitted. Although Obstinate Elusive gave it a 3.75.
Oh, that big pole sticking out on the right-hand side, but...
Okay.
Can you hit that pole?
Yeah. So, Cactus, what I would do is move this barrier a little bit to the left. No, this track is a 375. Galaxy, your track is a 4. Oh.
He did sink this into the ground, that's nice.
Yeah, my controller died, so give me a couple seconds to plug it in. I have to plug this into my laptop because I plugged my mic in and my hard drive. That one needs to be plugged in forever. Otherwise I lose all my games. Probably. Anyways.
No, these are all gone.
Yep.
Oh, nice. So
Yeah,
much nicer.
Yeah, this is much better like this.
Oh my god, yeah. When you said this should be able to get verified, I was like, there's no way. But yeah, this is 1,000 times better. Nicely done.
I know, Ob said that these needed to be changed.
They're not hitboxes though. Like, I just ran across the whole side of them. I mean, they bounce you out a little bit, but that's what they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to stop you.
The problem with it is that it's like a million Apex props.
Yeah.
So, and I believe, because Ob said he would retest it if we changed it. So Cactus, when you eventually watch this, what I would do is... Yeah, and some of those hitboxes Dirty just found. I would use... You know what I would do? I would... Here's what I'm going to tell you what to do. Delete this lamppost. You can keep that sign there to cover that lamppost. But to get rid of these props, delete this lamppost. I'll tell you which ones you can re-add, by the way. And this one. So delete these middle two here. And that way, all these props can be deleted. And then just have one prop that goes from that big post to block this. You have one prop there. You can have a sign that points, say, left. And then do more or less the same thing over here. Have one prop that goes from this corner, or even right there, doesn't matter, to this giant post in the middle. Delete these two lampposts in the middle. And honestly, I would lower this starting grid prop down so that the rumble strips and the starting grid, grid itself is sunken into the ground and you cannot go over it.
Yeah.
Because it's basically a bunch of curb surfing right here.
Yep.
But yeah, fix that, and then you won't need this building block right here either. Basically, and yeah, so you'll need to re-add 4 lampposts to make it work. And then right here you can just, put this prop and connect it to like the hedge if you wanted to, I guess. But you do that and it's a very easy 4. Basically just do exactly what I said and you'll get verified.
Yeah,
that's a guarantee.
It's good right now, and fixing that would be even better. Yeah, this must be a Rockstar issue, but you can't see the lap count anymore.
Yeah. So right here is where you're gonna re-add your 4 lampposts.
Yep.
I'm just waiting for the voiceover to stop talking. So just add 4 lampposts back on this straight and just block them off with a building block. It's an easy fix. And that way you can delete the 4 lampposts on down below. On that last bit, I'll still give it a 4 and it will get verified, because then you won't have that curb surfing there. So it's a win-win actually, because no curb surfing. It won't be too tight, if I believe. The 4 should just be on the straight part of it. And there you go.
Those lampposts that he's putting back, he could just cover them with something like this. It is nice coming around that corner and being able to have a little bit of extra room to make that hairpin, but...
But, like, to take the exit of the hairpin, yes, but,
not the whole way down, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
so much nicer, though. Well done.
Yeah. I'm seeing what Eska said. And yeah, Eska's also made a really good point that the starting grid should be on the upper deck level, straight, which I agree with as well.
Yeah,
because
that's a good
it's
point.
not as tight as a first sector, because then you have a very tight kind of bend and a hairpin. But yeah, if you do everything that we just said, it will be an easy 4 across the board.
Yeah, because he pulled it off in a section that you can't really make a track. I'll put my 4 on there already.
Yeah.
That's well done.
I'll give him the 4 as a placeholder.
Four to me too.
So much better. I don't know how it would be racing it with 15 or 20 people, but one of the best way to test stuff like that is to throw it in Night Owl.
Yeah. So I just basically typed my essay note. Is Galaxy's other track in here, Dirty?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Oh,
There it is.
There you go. So this one is, I can't see the layout.
It's got forest as well already.
Isn't this the one you did last wave? Yeah, I know, Galaxy.
It's a rally.
I think this is one we got last wave where I screamed out "kill yourself" to Galaxy.
No.
And look at him now. He's now one of my stream people. Look how it turns out.
Some people just need to hear the truth. I'm glad he didn't follow your suggestion.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're still with us, Galaxy.
See, this is what happens when people don't take it seriously.
Oh, but you gotta get the Sterling GT in here.
Yeah. Negative 10 points for no Sterling. Sorry, Galaxy. Kill yourself, Galaxy, for no Sterling.
Or Futo, no Futo either.
Or the Futo. I mean, the Futo isn't as priority as the Sterling.
No.
Here, you got your kill yourself out of the way.
The color combination is so bad.
Yes, the Sterling needs to be on every single rally track. It's really fun off-road. Yeah, but you can race it in sports races if you have it enabled. Don't ask me why. Just it's the way Rockstar works it. So right away,
That bush.
I think you know my feelings on tubes by now. They should just be deleted from existence. So this is better than I remember it being. Although I'm still not the biggest fan of it.
Yeah, I don't really like that section. I don't know.
I think this checkpoint should be one of the big circular checkpoints so you can see it from further away. Also, there was a spot where you had a the double layering on the the stun targets right there, and it blends in with the road piece you use there. So it's very hard to judge where the apex is when they blend in like that. To be fair, I hate any oversimplified rally track. So
Yeah, the beginning of the track's got nice flow to it. That bush is gonna kill somebody with the. Oh Lord. And why can't you use a natural road right here?
yeah.
Because of
I
the,
mean, I
oh,
know
I
it's a bit
guess it's the
bumpy, but
bridge.
I'm trying to be subjective because I don't know how to feel about it. Because the first half I kind of like, but after you
I
have
do,
the
yeah, me too.
part where it gets sort of stuntified, that's where I'm not as big a fan of it. That, yes, objective.
I like the beginning of the track. It's got nice flow and just kind of, the ominous is nice on it.
Although I do have to give negative 10 points for the Sterling and the tubes alone.
I would change the color of it.
I mean, the color's not terrible. Like,
It makes it feel too cartoonish. It feels like it's overpropped with the colors, in my opinion.
but I just kind of noticed this here. The flow is, on the Almas it's okay, but I would say in like the Comet Safari or something faster, the flow would be a little bit weird for this little bit here, going into the downhill.
What is this arrow pointing to the left for? I'm just curious.
In case you drive off, I believe, and
Well,
get back on. Like the jump part,
what's
because
that?
I remember when we tested the first time, there was an incident right before the jump, and I got involved,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get back on the track because I was
Well, I
really
get
pissed
why
off
the stunt pieces are like that's a good idea to get back on, but why is the arrow pointing to the left?
so that you don't do that. So that you take it sort of,
I know, but why is there an arrow there though? Like you can't go to the left. Oh, go that way, I guess maybe.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I kind of see why, but at the same time it is a little confusing. I see it both ways, Dirty.
It's not that big of a deal. I was just curious if I was missing something.
But, I still never will be a fan of this little section. I think I'm gonna roll with the majority on this one. Because I'm unsure on that. What did the majority say? The majority is a 0 because there's no Sterling GT. I'm kidding. Although I wish we could judge it on that basis alone. You know how many tracks would not be verified at all? All of them. Every rally track to ever get put through would not be submitted. You just enable it in the Sports Classics class, and then it'll be raceable in the Sports class. The majority is 4, by the way, but yeah. But yeah, I don't know why, but Rockstar just made it drivable in sports races one day. Yeah. So what the fuck is this shit? I'm sorry. But these go-karting tracks and parking lots, I hate them so much.
I'm only gonna do one lap unless you want me to do two.
I'd rather do one. Apparently he has it enabled, but yet I still can race my Sterling GT.
Yeah, mine's not either.
What the fuck is that? Do you see that?
All these props.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rockstar, if you're drunk, go home.
Oh God.
Just, yeah, one.
Where the hell are we going?
I tried to drive straight into you to prove a point, but I just drove straight into the fucking wall. And I got stuck because the caddy has like weird physics to it. Whee! Tube Apex, no. The caddy is the worst possible choice for go-karting because it's just terrible physics-wise. The track has to be really fucking good in that case because the caddy is horrible driving physics. It basically glues to any prop that exists.
Especially the damn tube apex that you're about to come up on just killed me. Is that a balloon? You can run into that balloon.
Yep. Yep.
And then look what happens. You got all that shit.
I'm just gonna give it a 1 and carry on.
I don't even agree with Op. Sorry, I don't even think it's a cool idea.
Cause
those balloons are useless.
Galaxy. Yeah. Still have to make Auschwitz GP in Hiroshima Rally. Yeah, it's a 1. That's just.
There's a pit lane.
You know, I'm just gonna run the rest of this.
Next.
Oh, I should link a yeah, probably.
What a nightmare.
I need to find the timestamp of the episode of The Office where Michael screams no. It's that meme. And just put that on my little note there. A little timestamp to that with a link to it. That's just my note right there. That meme. So this one is the wait, did I close this spreadsheet? Oh, why is there a different tab window? Google, what are you doing? So I still have to play a Jubert's track.
Oh yeah, he fixed some stuff in it.
How did he? Yeah, I just noticed he fucked up spelling the name of the track on the form.
So it looks very straight heavy, if that helps you at all.
From what I saw, it's basically just another down the drain, but worse.
Yeah.
Then I will go Hermes. Because that's hoping in a straight line, I think.
Ouch.
And there's like, yes, Galaxy, right now both your tracks are verified. Well, not everyone has tested them yet, but
Look at that, Wheelie!
Considering I'm the biggest asshole tester, you probably have a good chance of being verified. If I give it a 4.
I'm glad those cones are there.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oof.
That's not good. That's really bad. At least put the checkpoint out so I could have hit it.
Yay, such fun. It's a giant straight. Oh, look at that. I have to go on here for banking. Such fun. Oh, okay, now there's some chicane. That's kind of blind. And really poorly propped. And why is there 4 apex props? This is where I get toxic, by the way. Rick's track 2... Wait, what?
Rick's warehouse. Rick's warehouse.
Rick's warehouse?
Yeah, that was that. Yeah, that was a troll one that we had to do in the rain with the Osiris's, remember? And it was just like checkpoints everywhere.
Oh, that one.
By the oil field place or whatever it's called. I'll never forget that. Oh my god.
I've already forgotten it. And
sticky barriers, tire barrier.
You know, let me finish this track and I will fucking find it.
Are you talking about the Rick's warehouse GP or whatever? Yeah. It's terrible.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is one. Just no on this. Just a big fat no on this. Just delete. He's talking about what the fuck? Hermes. He's talking about Inspector Melvin's track. So, I don't remember.
I think that's the Gens.
Hold.
I don't know. I'll check it out in a minute.
Yeah.
Galaxy?
Let's finish this one.
Galaxy is, or the creator of Inspector Melon?
No, I do not know Rick Galaxy. Not at all. I mean, to be fair, I don't mean... Like, I just don't understand why somebody would make a truck. Like, just these storm drain tracks are just never good. And there's a reason why we don't make proper tracks here. In case, you know, people haven't noticed.
Can't do anything with them.
That, and they're not fun. Because then you just have a giant-ass drag race. And it's like, oh, look at me, I chose the Hustler, I won. Because OP horsepower.
Jesus.
Where is that one? One. No, not two. One.
Yeah, and you didn't even spell the name of the track right, so sorry.
Yeah.
You messed up a decent...
Melvin. Where?
Oh, it's next. It's next. I got
Oh,
it
it's
on here.
next.
Mirror balling.
Ah,
It's the last
yeah.
one.
So apparently,
It's got good scores, but not
the
the best
notes don't
comments.
seem. Yeah.
Yeah, the comments aren't
The
indicative
notes
of the
don't
score.
seem to match the scores
Yep.
from at least a first glance point. Trying to imitate soccer ball on track. It's a bit ugly, apparently. In other words, this track is fugly.
Huh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna leave everything as is.
Alright.
Got some big shoes to fill for Westmere GP. Well, I guess it's just inspired by it.
Alright, so it is trying to mimic the highest rated track we've ever had. So that means it has to be on the same level as it. Which means it's either a 4.9 or a 1. There's no other options. It's a 4.9 or a 1. That's it. I have very high expectations. It's basically mirror plus soccer ball in, I guess.
It's got a blimp. Oof, that's dangerous. Oh, that bike rack. You see that bike rack
Yeah.
over there?
Oh. Yeah. Alright, I just spun, but that was more due to the car.
Sorry, I was waiting on you.
There are some bits that are not ideal. I don't like this.
No,
It's just unnecessary.
Yep. Takes, like you said, the skill gap out of things.
Yeah.
Can't baby everything. These walls just, I don't know.
This curve isn't even lined up right to the road.
Here's the west mirror that he's trying to imitate. Ooh, low traction.
I mean, that's a brake boost right there because of the angle. That's too much. That's how you can tell if the angle's too much if you can brake boost off of it, by the way. Commissar is probably not the right choice.
No, it...
This, yeah. So, I didn't even plan on that, but this should not be possible. Being able... Okay, yeah, this should just not be able to happen like that.
I don't know about the exit of that pit lane. Oof. I don't know.
Yeah, the exit's a little dodgy.
Just because that's the fast-paced racing lane that you come out on.
I mean...
It's got some nice parts to it.
I think there's... Yeah, I think what I would call a layout flaw. But just the unnecessary stun extension in the one spot.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Like, there's a point where they just feel unnecessary in some spots. And that's when, you know, you've overdone it. What you're trying to do.
Yeah, it's trying to be too much.
Because when you're trying to do something that you just shouldn't do, then, you know. I don't know.
I don't think it's a 4, but I think it could be.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna give it a high 3, I think.
That's what I think. I mean, I like some parts of it's really good, but it's just not there yet.
It's almost there, just it needs a little bit more to it. Although I don't think our scores are going to matter in this latest, because Evil's going to give it a 5 anyways.
Yeah,
and it's going to go through. My track should not have a 5.81. Hold up.
Which
it should
one?
be a... Oh, okay. Yeah, 481. I was going to say 4.81 is what it got. 5.8. Okay, that's just elusive. Changing scores on the public spreadsheet. If it's a 5.81. Because, although I do have access to it, I do not use it. Because I'm a lazy shit. And Elusive would know because he took over the spreadsheet duty because I wasn't doing it enough. I am now just the backup for the public spreadsheet is updated. I don't know. Once everyone has tested tracks. And Evil and Sammy like to wait like a month, so who knows? There's no guarantee.
I like how
soon.
Sammy's comments are, this is not a 1. This is not a 1.
I should put my comments. The tracks that we've done this stream, only 4 people have tested them out of 9.
Alright, Sean.
Basically. Is this the new iChan?
Yep. What was the track? What was the name from Drewbert?
Panda GP?
You want me to load
You're
that
talking
one up?
about the,
The one that he changed that we already tested.
oh, no, that's the Beaver track I was talking about. Um, SQL Circles is the one Jubert submitted. We don't need more testers. I mean, we do. We need good testers that are qualified. But Bruffy is not letting Evil and Sammy get the boot. Meh, they they do the track testing and that's basically it at this point, I think. And they do it like once every week. I agree, Galaxy. I don't know why. I wish we could just kick them off like Survivor.
We tried.
We did try. We got Lauren voted off. Maybe if we just try again, we'll piss them off even more and they'll quit.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I mean, we could just keep pushing. We already have like 5 people on a waiting list, Galaxy, to be potential testers. Well, I got through all the tracks before being toxic, Matt. Barely.
That's pretty good. It was pretty good today.
Yeah. It's just after the tracks that get really toxic.
Alright, so I'm gonna load up the SQL Circles.
Alright. Well, I know I gave it a 4, so I don't really need to go over it again.
Oh, then I don't need to. What was the other one? Jensen's?
Yeah, that was the one Ops wanted us to redo. Because I guess he fixed it. Yeah, if you want to be a tester, you have to fully understand the creator, which is a problem when you have, or had, 3 testers that don't even understand the creator. $0, sadly. Considering if you look at any of Evil's or Sammy's tracks in the last 2 years, they don't understand jack shit in the creator. Because they still have 2 apexes. And metal barriers everywhere. And just generally shit props. And I am triggered.
Good job, Galaxy. He was doing such a good job, too. I had him contained.
But if you are a learning creator watching the stream, do not look at any of Evil's or Sammy's tracks. Ever. Like, in a million years. Not now, not ever, never.
What's new?
Rob is a giant colossal cunt, Axel. Just cunts.
Slayer of toilets.
Like, if you've ever talked to them before they became testers, they thought they were the greatest people. And yeah, there's no respect for them on my end, because after what they got Aishan banned. You should be unbanned by now, because we had a massive reset. Well, Slack maybe not, but at least on our end of things.
Are you join? You want to race this track with us? Slayer of toilets.
Oof. But what was I getting on about? Oh, yeah, about Rob being a cunt. But yeah, ever since they were mocking, ever since they mocked Ben Store's son, who legitimately has autism.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, just, like, if you're gonna bring up someone who's legitimately has autism to their actual father, why do you exist?
That thing's gotta go. Right in front of you to the right? What the hell?
Yeah.
Oof. Oh, I remember this. I liked this track. I actually liked it. I think I gave it a proper score.
I gave it a 3 before.
Yeah, I remember the things you didn't like about it. Let's see if any of that's been changed.
Metal barriers. No, I do not.
Low traction grip at the bottom of a hill.
I don't think it's a 4.
Oh, that grass sticks out of that part of that track.
Because my brightness is on 0, that's why I can't see shit.
I didn't mean to put it on night. I like this section, you didn't.
Yeah, because, of this. That's very blind.
I like the idea, the hill seems too extreme, like you went up too high.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
It's not smooth, it's not like some of these extensions aren't smooth.
What is going on in my chat right now? I don't know. Like, I still don't think it's a 4 though. Even with any changes that I don't remember it being made.
Maybe better in sports.
In the defense of the Bruffy tracks.
You're gonna defend them?
The layouts. I like the layouts for the 4 good tracks. Ron Raceway and Rotten Hell. But I like the layouts. But the propping on them are terrible.
Yeah. That's a true statement.
And I want to remake them as land races, or at least with like to make it a land race vibe, at the very least. Kind of like Jubert's Panda track. That's in B where it's a stunt race, but it has that land race vibe to it because of the way it's been propped.
Can we do a couple laps around that next?
Yeah.
I am so glad. Those are like my two favorite cars outside of muscles, and nobody ever races them. They're so much fun.
Yeah, I think I don't remember if it was the Warner and the
See, this is
Glendale
too
we did the
extreme.
last time.
I think that uphill part's too. It's just too much.
It is.
That low traction is just. I don't know.
Like
Yeah.
it
I really like the thought, like grapeseed, and you added a lot of new stuff to it. Some of it works, some of it doesn't.
it it feels like oh my god. Is that man Galaxy is the one memeing about my tracks? Should be ones and not high fours. This guy.
I hate not being able to see how many laps we have. I can't even see how far back you are or how front I am of you. Can you see any of that?
I can see, well, I don't have my stuff on, so I can't see that,
Oh.
but I am a few car lengths behind you.
Like it's not even showing me like any of that.
Okay.
Do you remember the
Okay,
top of your head? If this was an event track or just a playlist track? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
I didn't see a pit lane, so it must just be regular.
Although I am triggered at the statement that raw online is faster than me.
Who
I
said
am very
that?
much triggered. It was icy.
That's toxic.
Yeah, that is toxic icy. Brake boost! And I completely let off the throttle for some reason. Because I'm a noob. I'm faster than Tilco.
Oh yeah.
I am faster than Schismix, Tilco, and Ronline combined. And I see how many times have you ever beaten me in Baywar? FYI.
Ooh. Oh.
Oof.
Nice track re-entry.
Yep.
We're having a good
I
little
see.
battle.
Yeah. I see.
Ron,
I do not recall.
Ronline wouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, you would have done that.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I did just pull a wrong line. I see right there. Perfect text-to-speech timing. Although I do agree that tracker reentry is something Ronline would do. Yes, I have met. Total toxicity level reached. I mean... what's this track at?
3.84. You're the only one holding it back with your 3.
Chirrut is not faster than me. Galaxy, I don't think there's an issue with that. At least I have never um, had that.
You may have to load up the Panda Express. I don't think I have it.
Yeah. I mean, JV has yet to play it.
I don't know. That's a tough track.
I'm not giving it any more than a 3.5.
Yeah, I agree.
I know I'm basically dictating. Actually, no, I'm not dictating because Dr. Bond didn't give it a 4 either. Well, I thought I was gonna have time to play some Red Dead after this, but I'm not gonna have the time after. I am just hosting up this track for Dirty. Although I'm probably just gonna leave him and hop in the creator after I invite him to it. It's a 2.5-minute track, by the way, in sedans. That was a silence fucking burp. I just wanted to say that. That was not toxic icy, that was a 10 out of 10 belch. No, I haven't, Galaxy. Oof, Icy's been oofed.
I've been oofed.
What happened?
My playmate left me.
Oh.
What are the lap time differences? Do you have any clue?
I haven't did it yet. But, I just know it's around like the 2.5-minute range.
Is there a huge difference in the cars?
There's a decent gap.
Which one's faster, do you know?
The Warner is faster. Okay, I have to do one thing first before I forget when I go to bed. I weigh 260 pounds.
Yeah, but he's 7'3".
I'm a bigger person, but I'm thick, as the kids would say these days. So I have to... I used 200 props on this track?
Is this an old track?
Yeah. Well, this is a land race I made a while ago. A very long time ago, at this point. And Tron is putting it in Night Owl. Tron's putting this in Night Owl, and he asked me to fix a couple things. Some housekeeping issues.
This week?
Yeah, well, tomorrow. So I'm trying to address those now while I remember. To be honest, I completely forgot this track existed.
What was the name of it? I did see it.
It was called Ye Old Wiener.
I think that's the one I was trying to talk to you about that one day. Is it a city track?
Yeah.
Is that the one that has a... I can't remember. Do you remember a couple weeks ago I was trying to ask you about one of your tracks? I think that's it. I think that's the one.
It could be. Get rid of that. Fuck! I accidentally placed a stunt prop.
So does that change your whole...
Yep. I have to reload it and start my changes from scratch. Give me 5 minutes, Galaxy. Get rid of that. Okay, let's go into like these land race props, so that I don't accidentally freaking place freaking starting grid.
I kind of like this track of Drubert's. I don't think I've ever raced it before. Is this an old one of his?
No,
Panda?
he remade that not long ago for the Zoo King thing.
It's got a really bad lamppost on the exit of a corner that's just exposed, but it's a good track. I hope nobody's getting in the twos because I got like a 250.
There is something wrong with you guys in my stream chat. I just want you all to know that. Um, this track has never been in Beware Icy, so it is not possible. No, I see 1v1. We have to settle this. This must be settled in a 1v1. Nah, no easy dub. Nope. I am the quickest of everyone to ever exist in existence. No you. No, I need that one prop there. Alright, let's see how old this track is. Which cars are not available to use? The Stafford is not available. The Patriot Stretch. So basically this track was made before the updated handling flags.
The Glendale's going to be a handful on this.
I mean, short shifting is a real thing, in fairness. Curb boosting, well, depending on where you live, some people think it's real and they actually do it. I'm not even joking on that one. I see people try and literally curb boost. But yeah, brake boosting, I mean, curb boosting isn't the worst thing. Brake boosting is just retarded though.
I agree. Short shifting is like driving a standard and an automatic. So
yeah. If you could only remove one of the three mechanics, brake boosting is the one that needs to go. Because curb boosting's at least been in the game since GTA 4. People know it's there now. You know, short shifting makes sense because it's one that actually, exists in real life.
And yes, I am going to do that one time there because, well,